Okay, this is my first commentary battle. This is actually a pretty old battle, but it's 1v1, I think, versus a French player. I don't even know why I'm doing this battle for commentary. I don't even remember this battle, but it's versus one of the Espadas clan members. Pretty old battle, but here's my army here, Russian army. I have 3 grenadiers, 2 units of heavy cavalry, 2 cuirassiers, 4 units of musketeers, 3 units of Jaegers, 2 lifeguard, 1 Cossack cavalry, and then 1 lifeguard hussars. And of course, my general. Fast forward it. I often pick this map for 1v1, sort of exploiter, but the snow, the winter fatigue, it really hurts other factions pretty bad. And that's not the only reason I play as Russia. I'd play as Russia on a desert map, it doesn't matter. I usually play as Russia all the time, unless I get bored. Might play as Austria or something, but maybe even the Ottomans. So anyways, the first thing I do is this is where I want to position the majority of my army. Let me slow it down. And so what I do is I send my light cavalry here, so if anything else, tries to, so I can sort of set a buffer between me and my enemy's forces. This way it sort of establishes, hey, this is where I want to set up, and as for him, it makes him think about whether he's gonna, just advance up this hill too quick. It makes it appear as though I'm closer than him than I really am. That way he doesn't advance as quick. Now he's moving in his, I got it in slow-mo right now, he's moving in his Lancer cavalry. It's in wedge formation, so it gives a charge bonus. I really don't know how effective wedge formation is. I never use it. It's too slow for me. But anyways, they're slightly better than my Cossacks. But I figured if I charge at the last second, I will get the charge bonus of not being in trees, and he will get the ones of being in the trees, which is a reduced cavalry efficiency. So let me just resume it here. Which ended up the battle I was winning slightly, so I was actually sort of right there. But it doesn't matter, their units are a lot better anyways, so it eventually evens out. Also, he sent in his cuirassiers. But yeah, Cossacks are like the worst Lancer units. They're just incredibly cheap, really easy to, exploit on artillery or anything like that. But anyways, I pulled them out of there because it was pretty much even. And also, I had my light infantry here by now. They were pretty much firing at a hill, so they got no kills there, but it was good to make them move back. Also, I'm sending my heavy cavalry, my grenadiers right here. This would be an effective, downhill charge force. Also, I'll probably try to rush this tree line here, and in hopes once I push more on the other flank that they're gonna divert their forces there, I'll push the grenadiers down onto this tree line. So I lost 10 Cossacks. He lost 9 Lancers and 2 Cuirassiers, so it's pretty much even. Except my units are winded, he's very tired. Like I said, that's sort of why I picked this map and ranked 1v1s if I'm ever hosting. But it's sort of cheating, but I mean, hey, they decided to play with me, right? Anyways, so I'm moving my light infantry around this flank right here. I'm going to support them with my lifeguard, and then I'm going to have my musketeers at the front, and they're not going to advance until basically they've diverted themselves to the flank on which my light infantry are on. This way, you see, his light infantry, it's a standard formation, just a huge line with light infantry in front, and then, line infantry covering. And the issue with this is it's not strong at any point. It's just the same at every point, and it's weak on the flanks. So it's not a very powerful formation. I would never use it. I never have used it. The best way to work at it is just work the flanks really hard, make them move units, and then go into the center. And that's pretty much what I do here. Also, you know, all of his light infantry are way better than mine. Range stats wise, I have, you know, higher morale and slightly higher melee stats, but that's not going to help in a ranged battle. Well, the morale might, but anyways, that's why I'm pushing hard on the flanks, because I can overwhelm single units with 3 units. So right now it's just that 1 unit engaging me on the side, so he only have his forces firing. Well, I can get 3 units firing in at once. Also, I wouldn't recommend going into this light infantry formation here. Skirmish, or not skirmish, but light infantry tactics or whatever, because it wears down their fatigue. Nobody knows this really. Well, well, some people do, but it wears down. Nobody notices it is a better thing to say, but it wears down their fatigue, and it just makes them really slow, especially on a map like this. Anyway, so I got my lifeguard. I put them sort of far away because I know that his cavalry is tired, and I figured he might not account that if he ever tries to charge my light infantry, and I'd be able to move in time only because his cavalry are tired and they would move slower than you would think. So I was sort of trying to bait him there, but he didn't fall for it. Anyway, so like I said, I'm moving some of my musketeers forward, getting ready to charge in the middle once I've worked the flanks enough. I also have my grenadiers on the hill in case I ever go down that flank with my heavy cavalry with them. I also sent my Cossacks up and around, since that is light infantry are a lot more tired. I was able to get to them before any of his first, because his line infantry were moving faster because they were less tired. Also sent in lifeguard hussars. And now he sends in his cavalry, so I noticed this, so I start to move my lifeguard forward. At least I think I do. That's what I would do right now. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm doing. This way I can run them back and kite them into my line here, into some volleys. They rout before they reach. That's what I figured. Obviously right now he could hit me right here in the flank, get at least 1 volley in before I can move, but I guess he doesn't notice that right now. The musketeers have moved forward. So basically he's just moved backwards is all he's done right now. He hasn't done what I said he was going to do with diverting, you know, more units to one flank. Oh, he sort of did that, but he moved backwards at the same time, so we're back to square one pretty much. So I start to move my units even further down the flank because I basically gotta get them to start diverting units instead of just being one giant line. I mean, maybe if I was British, I could just attack them directly. I would have superior, you know, range stats, but fighting a French player as a Russian isn't very easy when it comes to just, you know, direct assaults. At least in these circumstances. So yeah, like I said, I'm moving my light infantry across the flank. Are they gonna get shot? Yep, they're gonna get shot. I guess I was careless with my heavy cavalry, and as a result, I lost 7 horses. So yeah, they're pretty accurate, actually. I think they're 45 45-50 range stats, or is it it's either 45-50 or 40-50. I think their line infantry are Fusiliers. They're 40 accuracy, 50 reload. These guys are 45 accuracy, 50 reload. What else? What other units he has? That's pretty much all he has, just a bunch of Fusiliers. So, you know, he's moving in now. I don't know why exactly. 3 units of Jaegers, although they're 35 accuracy, 40 reload, they'll be superior just because the superior range, and I have superior numbers here. Not by much, but I do have superior numbers here. So I'm in full force. He's not really in full force. I move in my musketeers here to provide some extra firepower. These guys should, I guess these guys aren't full fire, but these guys are firing. Anyways, I move them back because I obviously don't want to be in range of his light infantry. I start moving my Cossacks though, because see, he's got this unit of light infantry all along right here. He does form square in time on this one, but because he forms square so late, I still get a bunch of kills here. See, that's the problem. People think, oh, form square at the last second. Well, that's not exactly the best idea, as you can see right there. If I had a full heavy cavalry force, those units probably would have been routed. Anyways, what I didn't expect him to do is just sit here in square formation while I pulverize him. So he was still shooting at my heavy cavalry, or my light cavalry, which I really didn't want him to do. But, oh well. I think he also formed square here. But yeah, like I said at the last second, you see he still get quite a few kills compared to if he just formed square like 2 seconds earlier.
Our men are running, sir!
Anyways, he routed that unit. It was almost dead anyways. My musketeers here are trying their best, you know, against unit of light infantry. I mean, I've got Jaegers on top firing from a higher position, so also charge them in the back. That unit beats the route. Okay, so anyways, I just move these guys forward to the tree line, and they're pushing forward. I think this guy, since he's not in the trees, I move him back.
Our men are running.
He's too vulnerable to the light infantry. Yeah, he just lost 9 men in that volley. My Moscow musketeers and my musketeers right here. This wasn't exactly the best idea though. They weren't gonna win this engagement. I just wanted to get a couple volleys in, but what I never understood about this battle either is these Fusiliers beat my musketeers in melee. I mean, it's the thing is they got the charge off. I don't know what caused them to rout so bad. Possibly the unit of Old Guard caused them to rout. I don't know. That was pretty pathetic, to be honest. So I sent these guys down so like I said, these guys are losing their engagement pretty much.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
So it's pretty much over now. I just need
Our
to deal
men
with
are
this
running, sir.
rank 4 old guard here. I also fake a charge here, so I was trying to get his cavalry to attack me. If I just move to the side, get ready to fire on him in the flank. His cavalry charges, I'm just going to form square, which they do. So he does this thing where he form square, and then he just insists on attacking everything else. And so I form square again. And then the last unit, I decide I'm not going to form square. This way, he'll stay on that unit like he did something good there, and then I'll be able to kill all his cavalry because I'll keep them trapped inside. So yeah, this unit, I decide not to form square. This way, he'll keep his cavalry unit there like they're doing a good job, you know, because I didn't form square in time or something, and I'll be able to get rid of this last cavalry unit. Most of my Jaegers are out of ammo, so I'm just charging them straight into his old guard. Oh yeah, like I said, see now his cursors are shattered.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
So yeah, a bunch of light infantry. Charge into some old guard. Also, another
One
thing
of
I
our
find
units
interesting
has
about
used
this
all its
battle
ammunition,
is,
sir.
I just remember this right now. He charges as a general, and I form square, and he still manages to get a very powerful charge without any units. And I see I form square very well. And watch this. Yeah, he still manages to get a very powerful charge. I don't know how he's doing it. And the interesting is, people often, people don't often do that.
We have killed their general,
knowledgeable,
sir.
skilled
Now
players
they must break.
will often target a unit that can't form square or a unit that's nearby or right behind them or something. That way they'll get the charge, like a false charge, into the unit that is forming square. So here are the battle stats. I guess, like I said, a Spadus retribution or whatever. So, the key thing to, you're gonna play as Russia, you know, you might want to play on this map if it's your first time playing as Russia. Because Russia's not the easiest faction to play. Not a very good starter faction. They have low range stats, just low reload, low accuracy. Nothing very, you know, significantly good when it comes to the range power. Their cavalry is, you know, okay. They don't have superior lancers to most factions. They have Uhlans, but they're not as good as Austrian or Prussian Uhlans or even the French lancers. So you're better off going with the cheap alternative of the Cossacks, and just instead of attacking cavalry with cavalry, just, you know, use that for other things like taking out artillery, you know, taking out shattering routed units, making sure that they don't come back. Also, you know, Russians, people say they're terrific in melee, or, you know, if you want to melee spam, play as Russians. That's not really true. If you want to melee spam, play as Ottomans. Russians just, they just have high morale and a high charge bonus. Their melee stats are really, you know, average, slightly better than average. The morale is pretty high. But other than that, there's not much terrific about them. The unicorns, if you have artillery, but I mean, when are you going to play a game where people say unicorns are allowed? And the thing is, I really don't think unicorns are that overpowered, to be honest. They're expensive as shit now, so it's not like it matters. But I wouldn't get them regardless. I would get like 6-pounders or something. Yeah, thanks for watching.